So you got your carry permit, but you want to know what's next? Well, stick around and we'll help you out. What's going on, Ghost Squad? Trey here with Ghost Tactical to bring the latest edition of Concealed Carry for Beginners. In this edition, we're going to talk basically about you've got your license now, but what's next? And the biggest thing I can tell you is that no matter how comfortable you are, how familiar you are, or how proficient you are with your firearm, if you've never practiced or trained with a concealed carry and shooting and drawing from concealment, please go take some training classes. There are some wonderful classes all across the country. You can probably find one at your local range or somewhere local that's got a pretty good instructor that can at least tell you the basics and show you some different drills. Now, as far as practicing goes, you've got to continuously practice and at least every day, at least dry fire or at least work on drawing. As long as you're proficient with a draw and getting that first shot off on an accurate position, then hopefully that's all you're ever going to need. But unless you practice it, then how can you be proficient at it? So we're going to talk about some drills that might help you with all of these. The first drill we're going to talk about is the Mozambique Drill, and this was created by a soldier in Mozambique back in the 70s that was in a firefight situation and then took that information and gave it to Jeff Cooper at Gunsight, and Jeff kind of created the Mozambique Drill out of this and is now part of his system. And basically what it is you can see down here that you're going to basically take 2 shots to the body, 1 shot to the head, as fast as you can. So you can do that with multiple magazines. You can go 2 shots, 1 to the head, reload, 2 shots to the body, 1 to the head. You can keep reloading as many magazines as you want. So not only are you getting used to the 2 to the body, 1 to the head, but you're also getting the reloads as well. So we're going to kind of discuss a couple things, and before we get going, we are clear so the snowflakes don't get butthurt over it. But the gun is clear. So what we're going to talk about is drawing, getting that quick front sight, boom, getting your shots off to the body, 1 to the head. Like I said, you can just do it once, just do it timed, or you can reload, reload, reload as many times as you want to get as many shots as you can. So the next drill we're going to talk about is El Presidente. And El Presidente is a great drill, been around for a long time. Once again, it was created by Jeff Cooper at Gunsight. So Jeff incorporated a lot of combat pistol drills, and El Presidente is one of them. And the great thing about El Presidente is it teaches you to move, to find a target, and to draw and get some good shots off. So basically what you're going to do is you can do it in multiple situations. You can have 3 targets, or you can just have 1 target. It makes no difference. If you have 3 targets, then what's going to happen is you're going to face 180 degrees away from your targets. Okay, so you're going to face away from it. When you hear the buzzer, you will turn, you will draw, you will engage. If you have 3 targets, you'll go 2 at each of the 3 targets, reload, 2 to each of the 3 targets. If you only have 1 target, then you'll just go 6 at 1 target, reload, 6 at 1 target. So whatever, you're going to take 6 shots with a reload and get 6 more in there. And it's a great drill to not only, like I said, to turn a quick target acquisition, draw from concealment, get your front sight out in front of you, and get 6 shots off as quickly as possible, and then a reload, and then reacquire and re-engage. So it's a great drill for a lot of different situations. The third drill we're going to talk about today is the Bill drill, and it was created by Bill Wilson of Wilson Combat. And basically what he was is he was a phenomenal shooter. Obviously he started IDPA. There's a lot of things that Bill Wilson was involved in and in the gun community that is great, but he is a great shooter. But Bill Wilson created a drill, and they coined it the Bill drill. And basically what it is you're going to draw and engage and get 6 shots as quickly as you can on 1 target. And what this is going to do is this is going to force you to, in a crazy situation, a real world self-defense scenario, hopefully you can get re-engaged and get 6 shots off on target as quickly as possible. And you can do that, and a lot of people, there are different variants. You can get 6 shots, reload, get 6 more shots. Any variants that you want to do, these are just basic fundamental drills that everyone does or everyone should do, that I do every time I go to the range. I kind of use these 3 drills as my warm-up. I'll do Mozambique, Presidente, and the Bill drill, and they're basically my warm-up before I get going into whatever I'm working on that day. But these are drills that are basic, fundamental drills that can really help you, not only with the firearm, but with the draw. A lot of people don't understand that when you first start to carry, getting used to pulling that concealment garment and getting the draw out is a very different thing. So work on a draw as well. The last thing we're going to talk about is dry firing. Now, dry firing might be the most important thing in being proficient with your firearm. Dry firing is wonderful for anyone that may not have the money, the time, or even the availability to getting to a gun range. You do not have to have bullets. You do not have to have anything except for a want to getting better to dry fire. I recommend you dry fire for 10 or 15 minutes every single day. It really doesn't hurt anything. You can sit there watching TV, watching a game, listen to a podcast, whatever, just sitting there, and you can dry fire. Now, obviously, if your family's in there, make sure they know what's going on. Make sure that you have a cleared gun, and you're worried about muzzle control. Even though there might not be any bullets in there, one of the safety rules is treat every gun as if it were loaded at all times. So you're obviously going to make sure that you're worried about muzzle control at that point with other people in the room. But all you got to do is put something on the wall, a target or a dot or something on the wall. Hell, you could shoot the TV if you want. But all you're worried about is getting out there, picking up that front sight, worrying about your breathing, good trigger control. If you want to worry about the different things, let me get this out here. But if you want to, you can even worry about shooting from the reset. So you hold it back, pull that reset out, get it right back in, and all that. So there's all sorts of things you can do with dry firing. Most importantly, you can sit there and not even shoot your gun in dry fire, but you can just draw your holster from concealment and just do that for 5 or 10 minutes and do nothing but taking your draw out. Then from there, all you got to do is take it to this step further, is you'll worry about the draw, getting it out, getting one shot, and keep doing that all you want. Draw, getting that good front side alignment, boom, and all that. So there's a lot of things that you can do dry firing. There's a lot of things that you can train. You can do El Presidente, Mozambique, and the Bill drill without even having ammo if you want to. Okay? All it is just being more familiar with your firearm, to where when you're out there in public, before you start carrying all that, make sure that you have the basic fundamental skills of safety, fundamentals, and really being able to draw from concealment, because that is the thing that most people are going to have the hardest time with in a real world scenario if you've never trained for it or practiced for it. Is everyone can draw when there's nothing in the way, but how quickly can you get that garment out of the way, get unholstered, and get at least 1 or 2 or 3 really good shots on target when you're being threatened with your life. So guys, all I gotta say is once you get that license, your journey's just beginning. Okay, you're just starting, and I suggest you go get training and practice before you get your license also. Always continue to practice and get out there and get more information, get educated, make sure you know the laws of your own state, but more importantly, get out there and train and practice to where if you are ever in that situation, that you're going to be proficient, you're going to be safe, and you're going to be a warrior. So guys, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Semper Fi.